Hey everybody, this is Eric from GameShampoo.com, and today I'm going to be bringing you a little look at Orcs Must Die 2, which just came out today on Steam. So we're just going to jump into a level here. You can see I've been through a few levels, but we're going to tackle the third again.
Anyway? Why'd you send
And
all those orcs through the rift?
I've got
The
a few
Order
extra
mages
weapon
were
slots
weak
and
and
trap
old,
slots and stuff
unwilling
like
to
that
rule as they
that I've
should.
opened up
The
since
orcs
I
were a
played this level
tool
the
to
first
carve
time,
away the
so we're going to
corruption and filth.
try out a new strategy here.
Major power trip,
As you
huh?
can see, the
I got it.
general layout of the game and the general flow of
They'll
the
like this
gameplay is pretty much similar to the first one. I've got my bar of traps and abilities and weapons on the bottom, and I'm setting them before I'm unleashing the horde of orcs. So I'm just gonna place a few traps over by the bridge and unleash the horde because I'm all out of money.
Killing season.
And here come the orcs, and I think one of the first things a lot of people will notice about this game is that it just ramps up a lot quicker than the first game did. So you get a lot more enemies coming out, and you get a much larger variety of those enemies faster than you would in the last game. So like I said, this is only the third level, but it's still, you know, several different types of enemies here, and they're all pushing pretty hard. And as you can see, we've got a minecart that's running through the levels, and so far there's been one of those in every level I've played. I'm not sure exactly how interactive some of the other levels will be, but thus far definitely there's been a much larger emphasis on making sure that the environments are interactive. There's stuff that you can kill your enemies with in the environment that you don't even have to pay to place down. And another new thing about this game is the weapon that you start off with. You don't have the crossbow like you do in the first game. Instead, you have this blunderbuss, which is basically a shotgun with a grenade launcher attachment. And the grenade launcher saps your mana, but obviously it'll take out a lot of enemies at once. Grab these potions if you're ever low on health or mana, but I don't really feel like they've been too necessary so far. But again, like I said, I'm only like 5 levels into this at the moment.
Let's go.
Got the kill streak over there. Those are, again, pretty important. Good for racking up points.
Kill streak.
There's one of the enemy types that appears very quickly. They're kind of heavier. They are armed with these sort of sickle kind of weapons. And then there's those annoying little guys from the first game. They appear much faster in Orcs Must Die 2 than they do in the first one.
And stir. Also
And see, just like before, you get this little intermission where you can run around and place some stuff. So let's place some new types of turrets. We've got a dwarf over here, and I just unlocked him. So basically, he's gonna be able to chuck bombs onto the battlefield, and he's kind of useful because you can kind of stick him in these tighter little corners where maybe a whole square trap wouldn't be able to fit. Toss up some wall traps. We've got another new type of wall trap over behind me right now. It's called the grinder, and it basically just sucks enemies into it. See if we can get a good shot of the grinder in action, because it's pretty fun. And normally you wouldn't have such crazy stuff in just the third level of the first game, so as you can see, there's definitely a lot of new variety in here in terms of the traps and the enemies and all that stuff, and they try to present all that stuff a little sooner. Enemies trying to cross the bridge. Just a dwarf checking out his bombs. Looks like they take a while to go off. Oh, and he's got a close range melee attack too. That's good.
Let's do it again.
Let's throw another dwarf over in this little corner here. And maybe drop down some tar traps. Keep these guys in range of the spikes for longer. Those dwarves have some nice range on them. Just seems like the bombs themselves take a little while to go off.
It's more fun when you kill them all at once. They're on the bridge. Sometimes I amaze myself.
And there we go, it's the end of the level. And that was a single player level, but you can also play Orcs Must Die 2 in co-op, which is really more fitting to the more escalated pace that they run at. So now we're gonna check out some of the upgrades. The upgrades are really one of the areas where this game has seen the most improvement. Each item has 2 unique upgrades, and you can only have 1 equipped at a time. And it also, as you can see here, I have the other upgrade equipped and it's prompting me, you'll have to switch it out. And then they each have another statistic that you can upgrade as well, and that is true of every item in the game. So, you know, you might be able to clear the grinder faster or cause bleeding damage on enemies. And you also have these trinkets that you can equip. So this one is a healing one. It gives me a passive healing bonus, and it also allows me to heal my allies. Then we've got traps. You can buy tons and tons of new traps. So got this decoy here. It'll attract enemies and then explode when it gets destroyed. And we've got all these other new traps, down to crazy stuff like the void wall, which just kills anything instantly that hits it, which makes for a really good combo with this new item or with the old spring trap as well. You can just fling guys in there and kill them instantly. We've got new weapons. So there's my blunderbuss, and now we've got the crossbow. So the old crossbow is still in here, as is the old blade and the wind belt. And you know, other stuff that you'll be familiar with. You've got the vampire gauntlets. You can fully upgrade those, as well as all the other weapons you're seeing here. And then you can chuck fireballs with one of the new ones, or you can freeze enemies. Lots of variety of that stuff. Now we're going into the trinkets. There are more trinkets you can buy, and you can of course upgrade all of them as well. The trinkets don't have 3 upgrades, only 2. But you'll find some of them, like this one, to be incredibly useful. It gives you more, gives your void more health. And it allows you to stun all enemies on the battlefield. And then we've got new costumes. And these are basically just vanity things, like it says. So yeah, those are all the items you can get. There's tons of them, especially the traps. and you'll notice that there are definitely a good bit more than there were in the first Orcs Must Die, which is nice. Anyways, that's pretty much how a round of the game goes. I'm gonna hop back out to the menu here. And that's Orcs Must Die 2 in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more.